Hey everybody, Cinema this here again to bring you another cinematic problem. Basically just me bitching about something within the world of cinematic media that drives me insane. And today, I'm going to talk about something a little controversial, and that'll be slipcovers and how I absolutely hate them. Now I say controversial because there are some people out there, and sorry if you're one of the people who are watching, there are people who collect these things like crazy. People who, if a movie was released with a slipcover on it, they will not buy that movie unless they get the version with the slipcover. If you go on places like DVD Talk and blu-ray.com, go to the forums, there are complete threads just dedicated to collecting slipcovers. So again, that's why I say controversial. Sorry if you're one of the people out there who collect them, and I don't knock you for collecting them. I mean, I certainly can't knock people for collecting stuff, but I will point out the fact that I just really dislike slipcovers, and here's why. So here's my major issue. These are exactly the same. The front's the same, the spine's the same, and the back is the same. They're all completely the same. There's no difference between the artwork. What the hell is the point? Why do this? It's a waste of paper, so from an environmental point of view, completely pointless, and just from the fact that it doesn't serve any purpose whatsoever except for making it just a little bit harder to get to your movie. It just adds an extra step. That's it. Completely pointless. The major things I do notice that are different between the regular flat artwork and the actual slipcover is, for instance, on the strangers here, the words are bumpy. That's it. The words are bumpy, the little bloodstain here is raised, unrated is raised, that's it. They're just sort of raised up letters. Woo! I mean, that is just stupid. And then the second thing I noticed that's most common is, this is Bambi 2 here, you know, it's shiny. That's it. But besides that, it's exactly the same. No difference, just shiny. It boggles my mind how completely pointless that is. But these at least have a little bit of differences in the fact that this one's shiny and this one's raised. Completely pointless, you know, differences, but differences nonetheless. Then you got stuff like this. The Shepherd, with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Nothing. This is completely flat, no raised no shininess. I mean, you know, it's a little shiny in the fact that it's what it's printed on, but that's it. It's not like actual, you know, like a hologram or anything. Just completely flat. And exactly the same. This, I don't get it. Why? What does this do? Tell me, what does it do? Nothing. Same thing with this 3-pack here, Silent Night, Deadly Night movies. Not raised, nothing. Completely the same. Completely pointless. And then I even got another one, and I just pulled the 3 first ones I found, but I got tons more of these. Afro Samurai. Again, the same. Completely pointless. No raisedness, no bump, you know, no bumps, no hollow foil or anything like that. Nothing. Completely pointless. I just don't get it. And then sometimes we get some stuff that I sort of understand, but I still think is completely pointless, where, for instance, you got this right here. This is the Wizard and Cloak and Dagger. They originally released it like this, and then they decided to change up the look of their double feature sets, so they basically just made a slipcover to go over top of it, so it sort of matches all the rest of them now. Stupid, but I do at least kind of get it, because they want them all to look uniform. You know, I don't know why. I don't know. I just don't get it. I mean, that just seems stupid, because then you gotta hire people to take all of these and put them on. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know if a machine does it or not, but I'm thinking probably not, but maybe. But still, that's extra labor, it's extra cost, you're paying for the paper, it's completely stupid, makes no sense. Again, I do kind of see why they're doing it, but at the same time, I don't get it. And then you got stuff like this here. This here's the bridge on the River Kwai. Who is this? Sony. Sony released a bunch of titles like this where they did these Academy Award winning, like if it won an award, they put in a little slip like this and with this gold surrounding this. Now I sort of get that. It's sort of gimmicky. You sort of look at it and go, oh, it's, you know, it won some awards. They put a whole bunch of these where they want to look the same. This is how it was originally released, and they just stuck this on to make it look a little more fancy. Now this is stupid for another reason. This, you know, you got this waste of paper right here, and you know, it's adds extra weight too and stuff. The case it comes in is an eco case. Some people think, you know, this is for recycling purposes, you know, it uses less plastic, which it does. Other people also think that it's sort of a gimmick where it costs less to ship like a case of these because believe it or not, this case is a lot, I don't have one out, but a lot lighter than just a regular case. Yeah, I mean, I can feel the difference between this plastic case and this plastic case. They definitely feel different. So this defeats the purpose. If this is for if they empty this plastic out here for recycling purposes, this was a waste of paper. Completely defeats the point of this. Completely defeats the point. And if they are cutting this out also to reduce the cost of shipping, this adds to the cost. It just, again, it boggles my mind. It makes no sense. Now, there are a few times where I do think slipcovers are okay. And, for instance, you got Monster House. Monster House here has this, if I can find it, has this wheel on it that turns. And you can change the picture there, see? I mean, that's kind of cool. It's gimmicky. I get gimmicky. You know, it entices you. You look at it, and go, oh, neat, it's got a wheel, and you spin it, and just, you're having fun with it. Kids will want to buy it. I get gimmicks. Then you're going to get something like Chill Out Scooby-Doo. Now, not a lot different. Not necessarily, you know, something that really needs to be done, but at least, you know, the snow here, it comes off, but it's like glitter. I sort of understand that. I can at least get behind why they want to do something, you know, with all this glitter and stuff and make it shiny and, you know, again, basically almost the same exact thing. It just doesn't have the background in it, but at least it's something sort of different. And then even here with the Monsters 2 Movie Fright Fest, you know, it kind of comes out in this cool spiderweb design. I sort of like that. It's different. It's different. It's unique. It's funky. I get it. It's something different. Again, it's a gimmick. I understand gimmicks. They make sense. But to release something, I'm going to pull these all out again, like this, where it's the same exact thing, just raised a little bit, or maybe it's just shiny, or for instance, with these three, it's nothing different at all. It's completely the same. I just don't get it. It makes no sense. Why do it? If you're not going to do it for gimmicky purposes, you're not going to, you know, add a spinning wheel, you're not going to make it 3D, you're not going to, you know, do something funky like that, then why bother? It's a complete waste of money, complete waste of paper. It just makes no sense. Again, it just, all it does is add an extra step for me to get into my movie, and I think it's completely stupid. And it's not just DVDs to do that. You got Blu-rays too. Gremlins, exactly the same. No difference. Only thing is, it's shiny and raised. Ooh, again, you know, gee, now I gotta buy 6 of these, right? No, who cares? I mean, this is just as good as that. I would have bought it either way. The little piece of cardboard on top of it doesn't do anything for me. And then Switch right here, this is another, this just shows you again, they're still doing this. Not raised, not shiny, not nothing. Exactly the same. Completely pointless. So there, that's it. That's me bitching about slipcovers. I don't get them. I think they're stupid. They make absolutely no sense. They are a complete waste of paper. So from an environmental point of view, it's just, you know, why kill the trees for something that really serves no purpose whatsoever? And if they're not going to do it for gimmicky purposes, if they're not going to add something, if it's not going to add something to the DVD, it's not going to add like a fun little thing to it, or flip open in a book or something like that. If it's not adding to anything, then why add it on? And you're just adding something that doesn't add anything. It's a complete waste. Again, just another step for me to get into my movie. I don't get it. I hate them. Slipcovers, not a fan.